All right, we're pretty much done. Um, this run is dead. I need to get the throne room again to get that sanctum key again. Still don't know what's going on with that. But I thought, based off of the note that we saw in Lady Epson's diary, uh, maybe we end the night here. It mentioned something about like, I think it said that like when I slept in this room, when I woke up, God, what's the word? We'll wake up. Well, the tomb will already have flowers on it or something. So let's call it a day in the bunk room and see what happens. Will it actually be useful? I have no idea. But let's call it a day. Call it. Proud of your perseverance. This game would have landed on my pile of shame long ago. I'm trying. I'm trying my damnedest, I am. I am trying so hard. But there's always more. Always more. But we got a new room. Save and continue. Now, save and quit is what I normally pick, and it seems like it's not saving my progress. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think my days have went down. I think that's staying. Okay, Morjai is still there. Morjai is still there. That's good news. So, now what I want to do, really quickly, is go over to Blackbridge and see if maybe I can try putting in some of the other characters' names, because there were a few that were listed on here. Maybe I can get access to more people's emails, because we only looked at, what was it, Anne's? Or something? Something. But are there more characters I can get access to? So... and... Bah. Admin not found. Bab A? Welcome to Blackbridge, that's what it was. User database. Okay. Okay, so these are the ones, plus 3 additional delisted admin keys. So, I think I used more R or Tom K. I think I used Tom K. So I wonder if more R has something different. There's the Ruoda name that we listed, that we saw before. 3 additional delisted admin keys. So let's try more R, because yeah, I think Tom K was the one I used before. Is there anything different we can get from more R? More R. Do you give me different things? Admin logs. The last cables have finally been laid and the office terminal is in connected to the central network, given the ever-changing nature. Okay, I think this is stuff we've seen. Regular maintenance report, fixed the connection, deleted log, deleted log, deleted log. New admin key, this name doesn't quite fit. Temporary access. Yeah, and it's just talking more about Tom. Okay, so no, nothing there. Data files? Clean save data? No, nothing there. So there's not really much there, but it does list that there's 3 additional delisted admin keys. And it did list there as well that there was something going on with one of the names, like it didn't fit the naming conventions. So let's see if we can get one for Mary. So let's try 2 things. I have 2 ideas. So in a new clue, it says Mary, and then it has Mary, like as in like Merry Christmas. So it would be... I guess that wouldn't really change anything. Because it would be Mari M. Admin not found. Because it's Marigold. Mary Marigold. So that's not it. Other names, because we don't know Lady Ebson's first name. We don't know her first name, right? Do we know her first name? Let me look in my notes for a second, I guess. Oh wait, we do. Yeah, on the passports. There's a few fake names. Maybe one of those is the real name. So, I looked at my notes. I only have 2 of the passports in my notes. I only took pictures of 2. I'm pretty sure we have 3. I think we have 3. I'll have to check the vault again. But the 2 that I have are Jean Ribbon and Gray Daniels. And it says Gray Daniels is compromised. So the question is, do I try combining the first names with Epson? Or do I just try and put these in? So this would be Rib J. Rib J. Ooh, that worked. Wait. Rib J. Okay, wait, and there's 3 of them. So maybe that's the 3 names from the passports. Because if there is a 3rd passport, I'm pretty sure there is. I think we've unlocked, like, I think it's 3 or 4 of the vaults. Okay, user database. Can I see anything else here? No. So yeah, what if the other ones... I guess there's also Sinclair. Sinclair would probably have administrator privileges, right? Data files. Import trophy data. I mean, can I... Admin logs? These are just the... Do I get anything else? Wait. All computer terminals on the estate are now connected. Regular maintenance report, fixed connection error. With P. Alright, Jean and I are successfully logged on now. Wait a second. This is something. These logs can only be accessed by the Blackbridge terminal, so I advise we use this for sensitive message and suspend electronic messaging or electronic mail going forward. Okay, so I need to log in as with P. With P. It's interesting too because Jean Ribbon was the one that doesn't say it's compromised. I know there's a 3rd one though. Okay. Take me to the next one. More, as soon as you've got the network address from Manning, you can begin those file transfers now. We need them ASAP. Copy that. It should be done by the time you and Philip are moved out of the shelter? Okay. We need screenshots of these things. Okay. If by Philip you mean Paul, then yes, that timeline can work for us. I apologize, his admin key tripped me up for obvious reasons. I'll be wiping these logs regardless as soon as we are done here. If by Philip you mean Paul, I apologize, his admin key tripped me up. So Philip... Rib P? It said your admin key tripped... Maybe yours is the one that's like really long? With P. Oh, wait, no. It's probably that. It's probably with P. Be at ease, friend. It is of little consequence. Let us know when the transfer is complete. Data packet transfer from Fierstrom Araja. Total file size 14 kilobytes. My god, giant. We have finished moving and have made ourselves at home. Be advised that 2 additional crates are expected to arrive within the next 3 days. Randolph, instead of simply deleting these logs, would it be possible to instead replace them with manufactured messages? I'd like to leave a trail of breadcrumbs to lure would-be clue seekers down the proverbial garden path. So this was just here. You just filled them with dummy messages before. Yes, we can create a dummy admin account with pseudo privileges. Splendid. In that case, I better get to writing. Our visitor last week has given me a bit of inspiration for a new book. As requested yesterday, new admin created, though the requested name doesn't quite fit with our typical length formatting. More, I'd say it's about time to scrub these logs. The 4 of us are ready to go dark. Okay, God, we gotta get all of these pictures. Yes. And yes. And yes. Randolph, I've left the final manuscript in the safe house. Please look after the other children. Should our paths not cross again, we will embrace each other in soot and ash. Do not look within, do not look back, for we are with you, and there is nothing behind you. May the black shores guide you both. Okay. Probably in reference to Arindia. Rib J and with P delisted. Effective immediately, all electronic mail capabilities have been restricted and now can only be accessed from there. Temporary access to the mainframe. Black Ridge Grotto have been restored. RTA is now down. RTA is working again. Per request, one temporary key has been added. Admin key deactivated. New admin key has been added. Changing of the guard. Okay. Okay. So there was a lot to glean from that. What does import trophy data do? Okay, yeah, no. This is just like, you know, not part of the game, basically. But yeah, the admin logs had some interesting stuff. Yeah. That is really cool. That is really cool. I don't think we get much for this. It's just more about where you are. What if I do with P? Does that change anything? With P. Okay. Admin logs? I think it's just going to be the same stuff that we saw before. Alright, Gene and I are successfully logged in. Yeah. Manning. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay, what about, sync H. Admin not found. Okay, so Herbert was not in here. There's 3 that are unlisted, though. That's for day 1 trophy run, or dare run, if you want to do that. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, well, that was some information. I don't think any of it useful to me right now. I basically can never say not useful information, because who the hell knows with this game. Take this, though. Lets me dig. Just pebbles. Hey! Would you look at that? That's helpful. Yeah, that shit's common. Give me the damn throne room. Is it a great thing to have be common because it costs 5? No, not exactly. But now I don't have to worry about finding this stupid thing. Okay. Alright. We're here. I screwed up slightly. I could have, right here where the servants' quarters is, I clicked this without noticing that I had the coat check and the power hammer was in there. I could have gotten into the secret garden room, like the break the wall or whatever, but it's fine. We'll have more chances to do that. The important thing is I want to get over here and I want to open a door. And I think we're going to go for nuance this time. Both doors are open. We did you last time, Vera, so we know the answers to Vera. But just in case the game is screwing with me and it's not something weird going on with my saves, I'm going to go into nuance. Permanently unlock 1 door. Do you wish to use it? Yes, I do. Because this will technically allow me to solve it. I won't have all 8 doors unlocked, but once we figure out what this is, we will be so good. Okay, so I have a few ideas for nuance. We know they're air travel and they're green. We know that they helped Finn Ares in the war. So I'm going to try Marshall. And then I don't think we've had anyone be windy yet. I don't think anyone has had windy weather. And if their main mode of air travel is you know, air stuff, I guess it will be a little bit unfortunate for them to be wind, although maybe it would help them. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we haven't had anyone use windy. So I'm going to guess windy. We've had 2 foggies. So yeah, that's going to be my guess for what kind of weather they have, and then we can jump around to different moats as needed. So I did say I don't think they're tribal. I don't think they're farmers. So we're going to start with militaristic. Then we are going to swap you to the windy ones, because it's hopefully real heckin' windy in nuance. There we go. And then the amount of them should be like, it's like all the top portion. So like, yeah, all up there, I think. I believe that is it. And then green. I didn't actually look at what green was. Come on, connect. Okay. Green are lines. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I checked it. Green are like lines, just like little tick marks on it. I don't think it's these wavy ones. Yeah, that's red. It's just gotta be like some, like, yeah, like this, I think. I think it's this. So, militaristic, windy, green, air travel. Yes! That is actually it. That is actually it. I guessed on 2 of those. Just because process of elimination and stuff. But we got it. We got it. We are in. There you... Oh my god! Yeah, that looks wild. Look at this crazy little ship. Okay. By far my favorite realm I have visited during this trip, but I have always had a penchant for technology and am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Costa Rica or the beaches of Morajai. Perhaps I am just letting my childhood love of dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. From the shops I have visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the Eastern Sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought I would miss the sight of red flags. Herbert. Via airmail. Alright, and then we come over here and we solve this. And this is the final Morajai box. Okay, puzzle boxes became just as popular in the air hangars of Nuance as they had been in the ports of Morajai. Green tiles were introduced, with an ability that allowed them to instantly jump across the board, representing the ease at which air travel conveys its cargo. With green tiles, swap with the opposite tile. So we already actually knew about this. Okay, so we need to do... We need to have you in between 2 green ones to turn you into a green one as well. That is going to be difficult to do. Especially since I think I just screwed that up. Oh wait, no, there we go. Okay, so that works. Now I just need to get these into their correct spots. Yeah, and I don't know if that's going to be possible. Yeah, because I think we screwed that up. But almost. We just need to not use the purple when I shouldn't, basically. So I swap these 2. You're good. Now, I just need you to be here. I mean, I could swap you And then if I pushed you up, turn this one green, we'd have a bunch of greens right here. But then I would have nowhere to actually move you. So kind of what needs to happen now is I need to find out a way to get this black one into these spaces. Oh, and I think I see it. So press this, move this right here. Oh wait, are you down? Is that what you go to? Oh, this is different than I thought. Swap? Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, and then push this down. Move you up. Move you up. You're green now. Swap you. And yeah, you go down, so we can just swap this. I think I could have done this earlier, actually. I think I had it. So let's swap you. Do this. Swap. Boom. Boom. There we go. We did it. Alright. Another one of these done. And if we look at our stupid thing, it says we have 7. And look at that. It says we have them. It says we have them. So I'm missing 1 key now. And it said the 1 key was behind the final door. So that's weird. I don't know exactly what the deal with that is, but I have a screenshot of the things showing that I've been in there, so I could go solve the puzzle in room 46 right now. It's not like hiding in here somewhere, is it? No. Yeah, but yeah, it said the last key is behind the final door. I'm pretty sure. So I might just go try to piece together what journey Herbert took. Since I have access to the room and everything, since I got the throne room. Alright, we're in. I have the crown. Yep. We're good. Yeah, and the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. Wait, the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. Wait a minute. The 8th room. Wait a minute, that might be what it's talking about. The 8th room. Room 8. Does it mean I just need to go through that door? I can't remember if I ever actually drafted through that door. Maybe that's what it means. The last door of 8. Maybe that's what that means. So maybe we do know how to get that one. Maybe. But yeah, we'll see about that. Regardless, I think we can do this now. I just need to consult my notes on every single one of the letters that we have. I'm going to organize them in a nice little folder so that I can keep them all together, I suppose. So, we need to figure out from what we have here, which one's which. So, I'm writing this last postcard sitting at my desk at home. So, yeah, we know which one that is. That is the final postcard that you wrote. So, let me get my pen here. Okay. So, Finn equals 8. What one is next? Then it's Arch Aries. We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Arch Aries is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Cinca. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories and will instead trek along the northern coast. Okay, so that doesn't really tell me much. It tells me you got here by sailing, 8 realms in 8 months. The objective was simple enough, but in what order? What route? And where to start? Questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, in the true spirit of adventure, I have departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road is taking me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. Yeah, talking about Blackbridge. Okay. Okay, so Orindia equals 1. So that's the first place you left from. So you have the beginning and the end. I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Arajan story I have ever heard has begun with rain. I suppose the anecdotes I make on this trip will have to do without that flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different from home. So I think Araja is 3. That's going to be my guess. 3. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up into the mountains to attend to my correspondence, and I find myself regrettably having brought so many books, as this is the first realm I have visited without porters. Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. I never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. So, this is Costa Rica? So let's put Costa Rica after Vera. Alright. Despite my prejudice against Mother Nature, I own that I have deeply loved my time here at Vera. The memories of the youthful trip I took here with my brother have been relentless, and as I have gotten older, I find less and less occasion to recollect on such trivial pleasures. One thing I do remember vividly, which has not lost a single speck of charm, are the famous turtles. Each visitor of Vera, upon arriving, is lent one of these hard-shell friends for the duration of their stay, to serve as both steed, guide, and companion. I am still under the spell of island life, even if the weather here is much more severe than it was on Morajai. So, Vera, after Morajai, you took a weird trip. Morajai. Okay. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morajai last night in good spirits. The people here are belligerent in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Jariel, I am just as afraid of eating another dish as I am rejecting their offers. I may try to sneak away and spend some time alone with my books, as I have noticed that each realm I had visited has one thing in common. They each have been short on solitude. So Morajai was short on solitude? Morajai, all trips short on solitude. Okay. And then Nuance. By far my favorite realm I have visited during this trip. But I have always had a penchant for technology and am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Costa Rica or the beaches of Morajai. Perhaps I'm just letting my childhood love of Dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. From the shops I have visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it was back home. Speaking of home, I've looked across the Eastern Sea. I almost see its shores. I never thought I would miss the sight of red flags. So this is later. So Nuance was later. So it's 7. It must be 7. I can almost see its shores. So maybe Nuance is 7? Let's put 7. Nuance equals 7. And then you've already been to Costa Rica. After Costa Rica and Morajai. Okay, so I think after that, we probably have enough information to solve this, I think. I just opened my OBS thing again, so that probably looked very weird in the recording. Okay. So, we pretty much know Orindia I don't know what came second. Because Finn was last. Arch Ares second? We arrived here after a few days of sailing. It made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks... This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories and will instead trek along... Yeah. Reading it to the old days of railway travels. Arch Ares is the destination which I'm acquainted, having traveled here countless times. I'll avoid unfamiliar... Arch Ares too? Maybe? 2 question mark. So if you went from Arinda, Arch Ares to Araja, that would make sense. Question is, where did you go next? Well, this point there's not been a drop of rain. This is Araja. Making this trip without, will have to do without flavorful sounding. However, even without rain, puddles and pond that march this countryside, this place feels different than home. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I put Araja as 3. I don't think Araja's 3. Araja's 2, I think. Because you said you were going south from Orindia. So wait a second. No. I think Arch is 3. Araja is 2. Because you went from Orindia south, then took a boat from Araja to Arch Ares. That would be my guess? Even for your opportunities to attend to my correspondence, I find myself regrettably having brought so many books. This is the first time I've visited without porters. Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings. If you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I'd planned. Frigid weather here is a welcome relief coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. So... okay... P.S. I ended up forsaking all but one of my books. That might be important. So that's Costa Rica. It's after Vera. Vera's after Morjai. So I think Morjai is next? Morjai is 4? Morjai equals 4. Because they did say you took a boat to Morjai, and you took a boat to Arch Ares, so I guess that would make sense. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morjai last night in good spirits. It said short, though. People here are belligerent in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Jauriel, I am just as afraid of eating another dish. Try to sneak away and smart and spend some time alone with my books, as I have noticed that each realm I have visited has one thing in common. They each have been short on solitude. Okay, so you still have your books here. Which means you can't have been to Costa Rica yet. So, yeah, Morjai 4. And then, yeah, I think it's... Vera's next? Cause... Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, because Vera is after Morjai. So Vera equals 5. And then that means Costa Rica equals 6. Equals 6. And then that means Nuance is 7. Nuance equals 7. Okay, so Orindia, Araja, Arch Ares, Morjai, Vera, Costa Rica, Nuance, and then Finn Ares. I think that's it. Let's see if we have it. Okay. Do we have it? I feel like I could switch Araja and Arch Ares, possibly. But since you said you were heading south out of Orindia, I feel like it has to be Araja. So... Orindia. Which is here. Yes. Then you went to Araja, which is here. Then you went to Arch Ares, which is here. Then you went to Morjai, and I'm trying to remember exactly. This is Nuance. This is Costa Rica, I think. These I'm a little bit fuzzy on. I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to refer to my notes for this one. Alright. Alright. So this is Morjai, which is 4. So let's go ahead and put that in there. So boom. You just went from here to here. I think it said after a short voyage, but that doesn't seem that short to me. But okay. Next is Vera, which is this, and then this is Costa Rica. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Costa Rica, then here, then back to here. Yes, we did it! We did it! And there's still a door closed. But we did it! Certified copy, property deed, Lord Arthur Clementine to Lady Aurore of Trinsdale. And New Finn Clark Stationers, Reddington Finnary, satisfied of record, blah 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 blah. It's a deed. Know all men by these presents that Lord Arthur Clementine, rightful owner of the land that rests in the northern range of the Reddington Mountains, doth grant and convey to the bearer of this document, Lady Aurove of Trinsdale, the land, forest, and waters of the sheer cliffs that rest in the northern shadow of the Holly Leaf Mountain. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because it looks like our logo. With all the rights, privileges, and opportunities thereunto belonging. Boundaries. The property of Mount Holly consists of dense woods flanked by cliff walls, irrigated by mountain spring streams, and punctuated by several runoff waterfalls. This area is sheltered between the summit's northern slope and saddle, spanning across 80-odd acres of land. The property is situated southwest of Reddington, bounded on the south by steep crags, and abutting the east by the high road to Tanner Fork. Covenants. Lord Arthur, I keep wanting to call you Arthur. Arthur Clementine, covenant, promise, and agree with Lady Aurove, her heirs and assigns, that I am lawfully seized and possessed of the said premises, that the same are free and clear of the encumbrances, that I have good right to sell and convey the same to the said Lady Aurove, her heirs and assigns, and that I will warrant and defend the same against all lawful claims and demands whatsoever. In hand and seal, I make my mark in the grand year of Finnary's 1912. Lord Arthur Clementine. Okay, I have the deed. The last will and testament of me, Herbert S. Sinclair. I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I declare that I am not and have never been married and have no children. First, I direct that all my debts and outstanding expenses be paid as soon after my decease as possible. Secondly, I direct all the servants and staff in my employ at the time of my death shall be granted indefinite leave to be paid out of the reserves of my estate set aside for such occasion, until such a time as a new master of Mount Holly bids their return. In the event that the aforesaid reserves for this purpose are depleted before a new master of the estate is found, I direct my executor to make provisions for their future employment and do so in a manner that is just and equitable to all parties involved. Thirdly, to my faithful valet, Hartley Ruoda, I hereby gift to him the lake house in Trinsdale as a small measure of gratitude for his many years of unwavering loyalty and devoted service. I direct that my executor take such steps as are necessary to transfer ownership of the said lake house to Hartley Ruoda, and should use all reasonable efforts to persuade him to accept the same. Furthermore, to my late cousin Tillion's 2 children, Courtney Ferrine and Rygard Ferrine, who have sometimes been impulsive and hasty in their actions, I grant to each a cuckoo clock set eternally on the sacred hour. For only time will tell when they are ready to slow down enough to appreciate the gifts bestowed upon them with the patience and wisdom that comes with maturity. Interesting. That seems like a puzzle thing that I can do. In the case that Lionel Epson should return from his travels abroad, or in the event that any of his heirs should present themselves, I bequeath to him or them, as the case may be, the diary and its related key, which formerly belonged to his sister Clara Epson, which I have kept in her room and beside her grave, respectively and respectively. So that I already know about, but that's important information. So yeah, that Clara. In addition, it is my fervent desire that the gallery, along with all the artwork contained within, be bestowed upon the Reddington Museum of Art. Including the scriptures, exhibits, and the entire collection of drawings by Christopher Manson comprised of 4 pieces titled... Okay, so this would have helped with the damn gallery that I already solved. It gives you the first letter. This generous donation shall be made 1 year hence, following the date of my early departure, when it will be removed from Mount Holly's draft pool. So yeah, there was a little bit more you could get to help with that. There was a little bit more. I mean, I managed to get there, but this would have helped immensely. Moreover, to the Grand Cathedral of Araja, I bequeath 8 stone statues sculpted in the likeness of the 8 Arajan Geran angels. Orinda, Lydia, Rena, Joya, Daja, Vea, Mila, and Draxus. These sculpted figures have been in the Sinclair tomb for multiple generations, and even though there have been much debate over their natural numeric order, they have nevertheless remained steadfast in their safeguarding of our family's secrets. I trust they will continue to provide the Cathedral of Araja that same level of stewardship. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece Mary Matthew, all the rest, residue and remainder of my estate, and of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly, as a token of the cordial and affectionate friendship which for nearly half a century his grandmother, Clara Epson, has shown me. Okay, so wait, yeah, no, I was admittedly at some points getting Clara and Mary mixed up because of all the fake names and weird stuff that everybody has. But yeah, Clara is Mary's mother, my grandmother, and then Mary is my mother. So Mary Matthew is your actual name. Ooh, I wonder if I can put that in the Blackbridge. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room on my 45-room estate of Mount Holly. This room, among other things of value, holds the physical deed to the entire estate, as well as many other personal effects and policies of insurance. Location of the room has been kept a secret from all staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Also, why'd you say manor like that? It would be M-A-N-N-E-R, right? Not manor? Is there something hidden in this stupid note? Is there something hidden in this stupid note? Because that just seems weird to me. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse, and the above clauses on this page and provisions pertaining to that clause shall be considered null and void, and the rest of my estate shall be disposed of and gifted to the Arindian Heritage Foundation, under condition that the house be immediately winnowed and sealed with explicit instructions and allowances that the shite shall not be reopened until black flags are once again flying over Oris, or 110 years have passed since my death, whichever day comes first. As one final gift to my nephew, Simon P. Jones, regardless of whether he finds room 46 or not, I leave and bequeath to him the original manuscripts of his mother's work that were produced here, under the roof of her childhood home. These preliminary draft copies include Red Prince, which she wrote while visiting the estate during the brightest of her days, and a new clue which she penned here during the darkest. I hope that in time, and in a natural order of things, you will come to be content as I have with what little of herself she left us. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair. So we didn't get a ton from that. I got some hints for various things, but quite frankly, we didn't get a ton from that. It doesn't help me find the final envelopes, of which I still need 2. I'm guessing that's hidden in a new clue some more. But that's a stupid amount of progress that we made. I am happy about that. I mean, there probably is important stuff in here, but aside from the hint for the gallery puzzle, I don't really see too much. Are these the 2 clocks that are fixed on the perfect hour? Or whatever? That's just the one that we had to... Yeah, that's just the one that we had to set the clock tower to. These are the two cuckoo clocks, yeah. I think this is them that were mentioned, because they are going cuckoo right now. And they're both set to the hour. So somebody didn't care about their gift very much. Is there anything here? No. God, it feels like there should be more in here. Okay. Okay, now that that's done, I guess the one final thing I want to do this session is, one, make sure my game actually saves, and two, get outside and see if we can do anything cool with the rest of Blackbridge. Okay. So here we are. I wanted to try your actual name, Mary Matthew. So, Matt M. Admin not found. Okay, because it says there's 3, so I'm kind of curious about that. So as far as things we have left to do, there's definitely more in New Clue that I need to do. There's the, I know one letter is behind that gate that is downstairs, above the clock, the gears, you know, up there, where we found the, reservoir hint. So one is up there, and then there's still the, like, anagram book thing, which I think in, like, previous recordings I was calling it a cipher when it's an anagram. But anagram for, the book titles. So there's the train, and there's the book titles. And I'm guessing both of them probably give me a code, but I only know where to put one code. So I have no idea what in the world is going on with that. But cool. It also said I would only find 7 letters, not 8, so it feels like we're approaching something. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. And please don't make me have to get that garbage again. Don't make me do it. I'm going to click save and continue just to make sure, and I'm going to check my inventory to make sure those doors aren't unlocked. Like, you will save day 111. My God, we've played this game too much. You better. I swear to you. Okay. Okay, it's good. It's good.